Sometimes, people notice far more about us than we realize. The way you dress, carry yourself, and move through a room can leave a stronger impression than words ever could. Style is rarely just about clothing alone. It reflects personality, confidence, mood, and the quiet energy a person brings into the world around them. There may have been moments when someone observed you from a distance and quietly admired the way you present yourself, not because your clothes were expensive or attention-seeking, but because they reflected authenticity, the calm confidence in your appearance, the details you choose, and the way you remain comfortable in your own identity can speak without needing explanation. Sometimes conversations happen about people who stand out naturally. A person may comment on how someone's style feels effortless, expressive, or memorable. They may notice how certain individuals wear simple things with confidence, turning everyday fashion into a reflection of character rather than trends. That kind of presence often leaves a lasting impression because it feels genuine rather than forced. What truly captures attention is not perfection, but self-assurance. The way someone carries themselves with quiet confidence, kindness, and individuality often becomes more powerful than any specific outfit. Clothing may catch the eye, but authenticity is what people remember long afterward. As you continue growing into yourself, you may realize that your style is more than appearance. It becomes a form of expression, a reflection of your experiences, and a reminder that confidence does not always need to be loud to be noticed. Sometimes the strongest presence in a room belongs to the person who simply feels comfortable being themselves, a message that they don't even know they are sending. Someone said your clothes speak before you even open your mouth. Someone said your style carries stories you never told. Someone said the way you choose colors, patterns, or even the smallest detail reveals a destiny that is about to open in front of you. And the shocking part, they said, you have no idea how powerful you look without trying. My beloved child, don't skip. This gets deeper. They said your outfits make it impossible for certain people to forget you. You walk inside a place and people pretend they didn't look, but their mind stays stuck on you. They said, something big is about to happen to this person. Their clothes already know it. You think you're just getting dressed, but someone said the universe is using your appearance to signal your next breakthrough. Stay till the end because the revelation waiting for you in the next part is the one that will shock you the most. My beloved child, take a deep breath and stay with me till the end. Don't even think about scrolling, because what I am about to tell you is the part that everyone tried to bury. This is where the truth becomes too loud to ignore. This is where the revelation they whispered behind your back finally comes into the light. And yes, something huge is waiting for you, so don't skip a single second. My beloved child, listen closely. The same person who noticed the way you wear your clothes didn't just stop at compliments. They said something that froze everyone around them. They said, this person doesn't just dress well, they dress like someone whose life is about to change forever. And the moment those words fell into the air, hearts dropped, because the people who heard it, they knew it was true. They knew something around you is shifting. They knew you're about to rise in a way you never expected. Stay with me, my beloved child, because this isn't normal attention. This is destiny tapping on your shoulder. My beloved child, lean a little closer. That person said you carry a rare presence, the kind that makes others silently admire you, even if they don't admit it. They said the way you choose clothes is not random, it's alignment. Everything you wear, your colors, your style, your comfort, matches the breakthrough the universe has already prepared for you. They said, this person's appearance is changing because their life is about to expand. And now here's the shock. They also said, someone from far away has been watching your photos, noticing your outfits, and feeling drawn toward you in a way they can't explain. And this connection, the one you don't even see coming, is about to reveal itself soon. So stay till the end, my beloved child. Because the next part will uncover the line they said that left everyone stunned. My beloved child, before you listen to this, stay with me till the end. Don't scroll, don't move, don't blink, because this is the moment the entire truth opens up in front of you. This part is not just surprising, it is the one that pulls the curtain off everything that has been quietly happening around you. Someone has been noticing you far more intensely than you ever imagined. And what they said, what slipped out of their mouth, what they finally confessed, will make your heart stop for a second. My beloved child, something huge is waiting for you, so stay right here. They said your clothes, your aura, your silent confidence, none of it is accidental. They said every time you walk into a room, every time you post a picture, every time you appear anywhere, you create a shift. People don't just look at you, they feel something. They said your clothes make you look like someone who is not living an ordinary story. They said the way they dress looks like destiny preparing them for a major turn. And when they said this, someone else in the room gasped, because they secretly felt the same thing about you, but never had the courage to say it. My beloved child, stay with me, and don't skip, because the next thing they said is the real reason you're hearing this message today. My beloved child, listen deeply. The person who talked about you didn't say it casually. They said it with certainty, like they've been observing you for a long time. They said your style makes it impossible for certain people to ignore you, even if they want to. They said your outfits carry a signal, a silent message the universe is sending out through you. They said your clothes look like someone who is getting ready for a promotion, a breakthrough, a shift in their social circle, even a connection forming with someone powerful, someone unexpected. They said, this person is about to attract something big. Sometimes, the way a person presents themselves leaves a deeper impression than they realize. Clothing, posture, and small details can quietly reflect confidence, personality, and the experiences that shaped someone over time. People may not always say it out loud, but authenticity has a way of drawing attention naturally. There are moments when someone notices more than just fashion. They notice the calm energy behind it, the individuality, the quiet confidence, and the sense that the person wearing those clothes truly knows themselves. A simple photograph, a passing interaction, or the way someone carries themselves can stay in another person's mind far longer than expected. Often, style becomes a reflection of personal growth rather than appearance alone. The colors someone chooses, the effort they put into details, or the way they combine comfort with confidence can reveal a sense of self-awareness and maturity. People are naturally drawn toward authenticity because it feels real and effortless. Sometimes others may describe someone's presence as memorable, magnetic, or unexpectedly inspiring, not because they are trying to impress anyone, but because confidence expressed quietly can be far more powerful than attention-seeking behavior. The strongest impression often comes from someone who seems comfortable in their own identity. As you grow and evolve, your style may begin to mirror that transformation. What once felt uncertain may now feel intentional. The way you present yourself can become a reflection of resilience, self-respect, and a clearer understanding of who you are becoming. And perhaps that is what truly captures people's attention. Not just the clothes themselves, but the feeling that the person wearing them is stepping into a stronger, brighter, and more confident version of themselves. When they said that, the atmosphere changed. People didn't know whether to agree out loud or stay silent out of shock. But they all felt the same thing. Your life is moving into a new storyline. And the person who said all this, they didn't say it out of curiosity. They said it because they feel something powerful about you, something deep, something they can't explain. My beloved child, stay till the end, because the next part will reveal who might be feeling this way and why their confession is about to change everything you thought you knew. My beloved child, before you hear this, stay with me till the end. Don't even think about scrolling, because this is the part that shakes the entire story open. This is where the truth becomes undeniable. This is where their words stop being whispers and turn into a revelation that aims straight at you. My beloved child, something huge is waiting for you, so keep your eyes right here. My beloved child, listen closely. The same person who talked about your clothes didn't just describe your style. They revealed something that left everyone speechless. They said, "This person doesn't dress to impress. They dress like someone who is about to step into a completely different life." And when they said that, someone else quietly agreed under their breath. Because lately, your energy has shifted. Your choices have changed. Even the smallest detail about you looks upgraded. Stay with me, because what they noticed next is the real shock. They said your clothes make you look like someone who belongs to a higher version of life. Better places, better people, better opportunities. They said your presence feels like you're preparing for something destiny has been planning behind the scenes. My beloved child, come closer. Don't skip this part. They said someone who watches you silently has been deeply affected by your style. Someone who never comments, never mentions anything, never makes it obvious, but they notice everything. They notice the shades you choose, the way you combine things, the effortless charm in your appearance. They said this silent observer recently saw you and said, "Their clothes tell a story, and I want to know that story." My beloved child, that line shook everyone, because the person who said it is not ordinary. They have influence, importance, attention, and yet they're stuck thinking about you. They're trying to understand why your presence feels familiar, comforting, irresistible. Stay till the end, because this is not coincidence. It's a connection that's forming quietly, but powerfully. My beloved child, don't skip. This part carries the twist they didn't want you to hear. They said your clothes make you look like someone who is getting ready for a major, life-changing chapter. They said sometimes people dress differently when their destiny is shifting, and right now, yours is. That's why your style has been catching the eye of someone who is about to come forward, someone who sees your appearance and feels something deeper than admiration, something that pulls them toward you, something that makes them talk about you when they think they shouldn't. So stay with me, my beloved child, because in the next part, the identity of that silent observer begins to reveal itself. My beloved child, don't move. Stay with me till the end, because what I'm about to reveal is the part that nobody expected. This is where the truth stops whispering and starts roaring. If you scroll right now, you will miss the line that exposes everything they've been hiding about you. My beloved child, remember, something huge is waiting for you, so keep your eyes locked here. My beloved child, listen with your whole heart. The same person who noticed your clothes, the same one who kept watching you silently, finally slipped a truth they weren't supposed to say. They said, "This person dresses like someone who is about to be chosen." And the moment they said that, the atmosphere changed. People exchanged looks. Someone tilted their head. Someone else froze mid-sentence. Because deep down, everyone knew exactly what that meant. You're not living an ordinary timeline anymore. Your appearance is reflecting a future that's already waking up. Your style is matching the energy of a life upgrade that's coming closer every single day. Stay with me, because the next thing they said will shake you more than anything before. My beloved child, don't skip a single breath here. Someone has been quietly paying attention to you in a way that goes far beyond ordinary admiration. Not the kind that fades after a moment, but the kind that lingers in silence and grows stronger with time. They notice the confidence in the way you carry yourself, the energy behind your choices, and the subtle details most people overlook. When you wear something bold, it catches their attention instantly. When you choose something simple and calm, they still feel drawn toward you in a way they can't explain. Even a single photo from you has the power to shift their mood completely. One thing they admitted stood out more than anything else. There's something about them that feels familiar, like they're meant to be part of my future. That feeling did not come from impulse. It came from someone who has been thinking deeply about you for longer than you realize. Your presence leaves an impression that stays with people. The way you express yourself, your quiet confidence, and your natural aura have made someone imagine what life beside you could actually feel like. And the surprising part is this connection has become impossible for them to ignore. They are slowly building the courage to step closer, waiting for the right moment to reveal what they truly feel. What began as simple curiosity has turned into something meaningful, something real, and very soon, the truth behind these emotions may finally come to light. This part is sharper, deeper, and more revealing than anything before. If you scroll now, you will miss the moment the truth finally points toward a real person. My beloved child, keep your focus here. Something huge is waiting for you, and every second you stay, the picture gets clearer. My beloved child, listen closely. The same person who noticed your clothes, who felt something powerful when they saw you, has been hiding more than just admiration. They've been carrying a secret reaction, a reaction that slipped out when they thought no one was paying attention. They said, "Their style looks like someone I can't let go of." When those words dropped, the entire room went still. Not because it was dramatic, but because it was honest. Someone's heart spoke before their mind could control it. Stay with me, because this is the moment the energy around you starts to reveal the connection. My beloved child, don't skip. What they said next is the reason you're hearing this message today. They admitted that every time they see the way you dress, whether simple, stylish, or effortless, they feel something warm inside them, something familiar, something that pulls them forward. They said your clothes remind them of someone they once loved, or someone they always wished for, and that scared them, because suddenly your presence became impossible to ignore. They said, their outfits match the kind of person I prayed to meet. My beloved child, that line didn't just surprise the room, it exposed their feelings completely. It showed they're not just noticing you, they're drawn to you, attracted, connected, and they don't know how to hide it anymore. My beloved child, stay till the end, because the next part goes even deeper. They revealed that your clothes make you look like someone who belongs in their life, someone who fits their world, someone who matches their energy. They said your appearance feels like destiny nudging them forward, like the universe is telling them, go toward this person. And that's why they've been acting differently lately, more curious, more observant, more pulled toward everything you do. Someone is noticing you with intention. Someone is thinking about you when they shouldn't. Someone is preparing to step closer. And in the next part, my beloved child, the first real sign of who this person could be will finally begin to unfold. My beloved child, don't blink, don't move, and stay with me till the end. This part is the moment the entire story tightens, the moment the clues start pointing towards someone real. If you scroll now, you will miss the sentence that connects everything you've heard so far. My beloved child, something huge is waiting for you, so keep your eyes here and don't skip a single breath. My beloved child, Listen carefully. The person who noticed your clothes, the one who couldn't look away from your presence, has been fighting with their own feelings. They've been pretending to stay calm, pretending they're unaffected, pretending that you don't cross their mind. But the truth slipped out again. They said, "Their style doesn't just attract me, it reminds me of what I've been missing." That one line shattered every mask they were wearing, because suddenly, everyone in the room realized, this isn't admiration, this isn't random attention, this is longing. Stay with me, because what they revealed next is even more intense. My beloved child, don't skip. This is where the truth becomes personal. They admitted they replay your outfits in their mind long after they've seen you. They notice the details you think no one sees. They said the way you dress makes them feel like you're someone who understands their soul without speaking. They said, their clothes make them look like someone I'm meant to meet properly. Those words didn't sound casual. They sounded like destiny trying to squeeze through their chest. They sounded like someone who's been waiting for a sign. And that sign showed up the moment they saw you. My beloved child, stay till the end, because here comes the most shocking part yet. Someone in the room asked them, "Who are you talking about? Why are you so affected by them?" And instead of answering, they smiled. Not a random smile, not a polite smile. A smile that looked like they were hiding a secret connection. A smile that said they know you, or want to know you, far more deeply than they've admitted. They didn't say your name, but the reaction on their face made it clear. Your clothes, your presence, your aura. There's something about your presence that has quietly settled into someone's heart in a way they never expected. What started as simple admiration has slowly turned into an emotional connection they can no longer ignore. The energy changes whenever your name comes up. Their expression softens, their attention shifts, and even the people around them have started noticing the difference. One quiet moment revealed more than they intended. A smile appeared before they could hide it, and suddenly the atmosphere around them felt warmer, lighter, almost undeniable. Someone nearby noticed immediately and asked why they reacted so differently whenever you were mentioned. They tried to avoid the question, but the answer had already shown itself through their eyes. There was emotion there, genuine and unguarded, the kind that only appears when someone deeply values another person and fears losing the connection before it even fully begins. As the conversation continued, they finally admitted what had been living in their thoughts for so long. They confessed that every detail about you leaves a lasting impression, especially the way you express yourself with quiet confidence and individuality. Then came the line that changed everything. Whenever I see them, it feels like they already belong in my life somehow, even if they don't realize it yet. The room fell silent after that. Not because the words were dramatic, but because they were honest. In that single moment, it became clear this wasn't temporary curiosity or passing attraction. It was something deeper taking shape, a connection growing stronger in silence, waiting for the right time to finally reveal itself completely. Because this isn't just attraction, this isn't just attention, this is recognition. They feel like they know you without knowing you. Like something about you belongs in their life, like your appearance is matching the future they secretly dream of. My beloved child, stay till the end, because the next line they said made the room freeze. My beloved child, lean in and don't move. They said, their clothes, their energy, their silence. It feels like destiny is pulling us in the same direction. And the moment they said that, someone else in the room exchanged a look that silently said, they're falling for this person. They're trying to stay composed, but their heart keeps revealing the truth. Your presence has affected them deeper than they expected. Your style has become a symbol of something meaningful in their life. Your aura has touched a part of them they didn't even know was awake. My beloved child, stay with me, Because in the next part, the biggest clue so far, the moment their real feelings nearly slipped out completely, will finally come into the light. My beloved child, don't move, don't blink, and stay with me till the end. Because this is the part where their truth almost slipped out completely. This is the moment the mask fell, the moment their real emotions began to surface without control. My beloved child, something huge is waiting for you, so don't scroll. Not now. Not when the revelation is this close. My beloved child, listen carefully. After they said destiny was pulling both of you in the same direction, the room didn't stay normal anymore. You could feel the tension, the curiosity, the unspoken questions floating in the air. Someone dared to ask them softly, "Why do you sound like you're talking about someone important to you?" And for a second, they froze, not out of fear, but because their heart was louder than their voice. They looked down, took a deep breath, and something in their expression changed. It wasn't confusion. It wasn't hesitation. It was admiration. It was the look of someone who has already fallen more than they want to admit. Stay with me, my beloved child, because what happened next reveals everything. My beloved child, don't skip. Their voice softened when they finally spoke again. They said, "When someone dresses with quiet confidence, it tells me they're meant for something bigger." But the room caught what they didn't say. The message behind their words wasn't about someone. It was about you. Because their eyes gave it away. Every time they spoke about your clothes, your presence, your energy, their eyes lit up in a way they couldn't hide. The kind of light that only appears when someone talks about a person they feel deeply connected to. Someone they can't stop thinking about. Someone who has unknowingly taken space inside their heart. My beloved child, stay till the end, because the next moment was the biggest slip yet. Someone teased them, saying, "It sounds like you're describing your type," and without thinking, without planning, without guarding themselves, they answered, "Maybe I am." The entire room fell silent, because with those 3 words, they accidentally exposed the truth. You're not just someone they notice, you are someone they desire, someone they admire, someone they feel drawn toward in a way they can't stop. My beloved child, stay with me, because in the next part, the moment they almost said your name, the moment they came dangerously close to confessing everything, will finally be revealed. My beloved child, don't even breathe too fast right now. Stay with me till the end, because this is the moment the truth came so close to escaping their lips that everyone in the room felt their heartbeat jump. If you scroll now, you'll miss the sentence that almost revealed everything. My beloved child, something huge is waiting for you, so don't skip a single second. My beloved child, listen with full attention. After they accidentally admitted, "Maybe I am," the entire atmosphere shifted. It wasn't playful anymore. It wasn't teasing. It was raw, honest, unfiltered. The conversation had already become intense, but then someone asked the question that changed everything. "Who is this person you keep talking about?" The room grew quiet as all attention turned toward them, waiting for an answer they clearly weren't prepared to give. For a brief second, panic crossed their face, not because they had invented a story, but because the truth had suddenly come too close to being revealed. They opened their mouth to respond, and your name nearly slipped out before they stopped themselves at the last possible moment. But by then, it was already too late to hide what everyone had seen. Their expression softened instantly, their voice lost its certainty, and the emotion in their eyes spoke louder than anything they could have admitted directly. People noticed the hesitation, the nervous smile, the way their entire energy shifted the moment they almost said your name aloud. Someone asked again, this time more seriously, "Why does this person affect you so much?" And instead of denying it or changing the subject, they stayed silent for a moment, almost as if they were finally accepting something they had tried to keep hidden. Then quietly, With complete honesty in their voice, they said, "If I tell you who it is, everything will suddenly make sense." That sentence changed the atmosphere completely. It wasn't just curiosity anymore. It sounded personal, emotional, and deeply real. In that moment, everyone understood they weren't speaking about a passing attraction or temporary interest. They were talking about someone who had slowly become impossible to ignore, someone who had unknowingly taken a permanent place in their thoughts and emotions. It was an admission that the person they're drawn to isn't random. It's someone unforgettable, someone special, someone who leaves a mark without trying, someone like you. My beloved child, stay till the end, because what they said next made it absolutely undeniable. They said, "The way they dress, the way they carry themselves, it feels like they're already connected to me somehow." That wasn't admiration, that wasn't observation, that was emotion. Deep, unspoken emotion. They tried to hide it for so long, but it finally cracked through. Their voice changed, their eyes changed, their whole energy changed, because talking about you makes something inside them open, something soft, something sincere, something real. My beloved child, don't skip. In the next part, the moment they confessed what your clothes make them feel, the feeling they've been running from, will finally be revealed. My beloved child, don't move now. Stay with me till the end, because this is the part where their feelings stop hiding and finally step into the open. This is where what they felt becomes clearer than anything they ever said. My beloved child, something huge is waiting for you, so don't skip even a single breath. My beloved child, listen closely. After they said, "If I say their name, everyone will understand why I see them differently," the entire room leaned in. Nobody blinked, nobody spoke. Everyone knew something big was about to slip out. Someone asked them softly, "Then what do their clothes make you feel? Why do you sound like this every time their name comes up?" And this time, they didn't hide behind a smile. They didn't brush it off. They didn't escape the question. Their eyes looked distant, like they were remembering every time they saw you, every outfit, every detail. Stay with me, my beloved child, because the truth that followed was the deepest yet. My beloved child, don't scroll. Their voice dropped to a softer tone, almost emotional, when they finally answered. They said, "Their clothes make me feel something I can't ignore anymore. It feels like home." The entire room went silent, not shocked, but moved. Because that wasn't a compliment. That was connection. They weren't talking about fashion. They were talking about the feeling you give them. A feeling they haven't felt in a long time. A feeling they didn't expect to feel with someone they barely speak to. Your presence, your style, your energy. It makes them feel safe, drawn in, understood without words. That's why they kept noticing you. That's why they couldn't hide their reaction. That's why your name almost slipped out earlier. My beloved child, stay till the end, because the next line they said made it impossible for anyone to pretend they didn't know who they were talking about. They continued, "Whenever they walk into a room, their clothes speak before they do, and it feels like they're speaking directly to me." That single sentence revealed everything. They feel a pull toward you, a magnetic connection they can't explain, a warmth that rises inside them whenever you appear. They're not confused, they're attached, more attached than they should be, more attached than they planned, more attached than they're ready to admit out loud. My beloved child, don't skip now, because in the next part, the moment they finally describe what your presence does to their heart, the moment their feelings become undeniable even to themselves, will finally come out. My beloved child, this is it, the final truth. The moment everything they felt, everything they tried to hide, everything they almost said, finally becomes impossible to bury. So stay with me till the end. Don't scroll, don't look away, because the last line is the one that changes everything. My beloved child, Something huge is waiting for you. So hold on tight. My beloved child, listen with your whole heart. After admitting that your clothes make them feel like home, they couldn't keep pretending anymore. Someone in the room asked one final question. The room had fallen into complete silence when someone finally asked the question no one else had the courage to say out loud. What is it about them that affects you this deeply? For the first time, they stopped trying to hide behind careful words or distant explanations. The answer came naturally, straight from the heart, honest and unguarded. They admitted that your presence creates something inside them they can't fully explain, a feeling that brings both calm and intensity at the same time. The atmosphere shifted instantly, because everyone realized this was no longer simple admiration or curiosity. It was something real, emotional, and impossible to fake. After a long pause, they continued speaking with the vulnerability of someone finally accepting the truth they had been avoiding for so long. They confessed that every encounter with you feels strangely meaningful, almost as if meeting you awakened a future they had quietly imagined but never expected to find. At that moment, people stopped focusing on appearances or small details. It became clear that what drew them toward you was deeper than style or attraction. It was your energy, your quiet confidence, your natural warmth, and the way your presence leaves a lasting feeling behind without even trying. They spoke about you like someone who had unknowingly become important to their heart, long before realizing it themselves. Then came the final confession, spoken softly but with complete certainty. They may not realize it yet, but they feel like the person my heart has been searching for. No one needed clarification after that. The meaning was already clear in every word, every pause, and every emotion they could no longer hide.